The Supreme Court voted 9-0 to keep him here. And that he was gone, and the Trump administration said, hey, we can't get him back. When we see stuff like this in the United States of America, we're not accustomed to seeing an administration essentially ignore the Supreme Court, particularly when they vote unanimously. Are these the kind of things that you would endorse and support happening?
I absolutely endorse it. Let's go back for a second. On people talk about breaking rules, things like that. We're the biggest believers in democracy. We just won a sweeping victory in November against all odds. Remember, in 2016, where I stepped in and ran the campaign starting in mid-August when he was 10 or 12 points behind in 2016, we came out of nowhere to beat Clinton. In the unitary theory of the executive, that Trump is the chief executive officer. He is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. He is the chief law enforcement officer of the United States government. Would you ever, and you swear an oath to God to uphold that, would you let the Supreme Court, any judiciary, come between you and what you've sworn to high heaven that you will protect the Constitution, the American people, as being commander-in-chief? The answer would be no. You would put your obligation as commander-in-chief first, and that's what Donald Trump's done.
But I would put my obligation as commander-in-chief first, Steve Bannon, to upholding the laws of this nation and what the Constitution dictates as well.